it's Miss Sarah, and we are going to do some Fundations writing letters review with all the letters that we've learned so far. But first, let's go over our rules. Rule number 1, eyes are watching. Rule number 2, ears are listening. Let's turn on our ears. Rule number 3, voices are quiet. Rule number 4, body is calm. Okay, first we are going to do some air writing with our letters. So let's get our air writing pens out and let's go to the skyline. Good job, all the way up to that ceiling. And then drop down to the plane line, a little bit lower than the ceiling. And then the grass line, which is straight ahead. And then the worm line is pointing to the ground. And we shake out our arms. All right, let's try that again. Let's start at the grass line straight ahead. And then the worm line down to the ground. Then our skyline straight up to the ceiling. And then our plane line just a little bit below the skyline. Good job, shake out our arm. All right, the first letter that we're going to practice is our lowercase t. T, top, t. T, top, t. All right, in order to write the lowercase t, we start at the skyline. Draw a line all the way to the grass line. Picking up our pencil, going to the plane line and crossing. Good job, shake out that arm. All right, our second letter that we are going to air write today is B. B, bat, b. B, bat, b. All right, we start the B at the skyline. Trace all the way down to the grass line. Trace back up to the plane line and around and down to the grass line again. Good job, shake out that arm. All right, B, bat, b. All right, our next air writing letter will be the lowercase f. F, fun. F, fun. And we start the lowercase up at the skyline. We curve down and around to the grass line. Picking up our pencil, going to the plane line and crossing. Good job, shake out that arm. All right. Our next air writing letter will be L. L, lamp, O. L, lamp, O. We start the L at the skyline and trace all the way down to the grass line. And we pick up our pencil and we shake it out. That's it. It's just starting at the skyline, tracing down to the grass line. And that's it. Shaking out that arm. L. L, lamp, O. All right. Our next air writing lowercase letter is N. N, nut, N. N, nut, N. We start this letter at the plane line. We start at the plane line and trace down to the grass line. Then trace back up to the plane line with one hump. Down to the grass line. Good job. Shake out that arm. N, nut, N. Our next air writing letter is M. M, man, M. M, man, M. We start this letter at the plane line. Trace down to the grass line. Trace back up to the plane line with one hump and two humps. And then we shake out our arm. Good job. M, man, M. All right. Our next air writing letter is U. U, up, U, up, We start this letter at the plane line as well. You go straight down to the plane line, looping around to the grass line, and then back up to the plain line. And then we go back down to the grass line. All right, let's try that one more time because I think Miss Sarah messed up. All righty. So we start the lowercase u at the plain line. Trace straight down to the grass line, looping around and up to the plain line, and then tracing straight back down to the grass line. Good job. Shake out that arm. U, up, All right. Our next air writing letter is C. C, cat, k. C, cat, k. All right, and starting this lowercase letter, we start this at the plain line. Trace back down and around to the grass line. And stop. Shaking out that arm. Starting at the plain line, curving back around and down to the grass line. Good job. Shaking out that arm. C, cat, k. All right, our next air writing letter is O. O, octopus, ah. O, octopus, ah. We start this letter at the plain line, curving down and around to the grass line, then looping back up to the plain line. Good job. O, octopus, ah. Shake out that arm. Let's try it one more time. Starting at the plain line, curving around and down to the grass line, then looping back up and around to the plain line. Good job. Shake out that arm. O, octopus, ah. Alrighty. Our last lowercase letter for today is A. A, apple, ah. A, apple, ah. We start this one at the plain line, curving back around and down to the grass line, going straight up to the plain line, and then straight back down to the grass line. Good job. A, apple, ah. All right, so now we get to play with our pens and our paper. And we're going to start with T. So here is my marker, and here is my pen. I may have to switch papers because I don't think I'm going to get all of the letters in on one paper, but we can try. So the lowercase t, we start at the skyline, trace down to the grass line, picking up our pencil, going to the plain line, and crossing. T, top, t. Our next letter, lowercase letter, is B. Starting at the skyline, tracing down to the grass line, trace back up to the plain line, and around and down to the grass line. B, bat, B. Our next letter, lowercase letter, is F. Starting at the skyline, curve down and around to the grass line, picking up our pencil, going to the plain line, and crossing. F, fun, f. Our next lowercase letter is L. Starting at the skyline, tracing straight down to the grass line, and picking up our pencil. L, lamp, L. L, lamp, L. Our next lowercase letter is N. We start the lowercase n at the plain line, going straight down to the grass line, tracing back up to the plain line, and make one hump down and around to the grass line. N, nut, n. Our next lowercase letter is M. We start M at the plane line. Go straight down to the grass line. Going straight back up to the plane line with one hump. And two humps. Going back up and down to up to the plane line and then humping back down to the grass line. M, man, All right, our next letter, and I am going to switch papers. So give me 1 second, please. All right, our next lowercase letter is U. We start the U at the plane line and we travel down to the grass line, looping around on the grass line, back up to the plane line, and then straight down to the grass line. U, up, All right, our next lowercase letter is C. We start the C at the plane line, curving back around and down to the grass line. C, cat, K. Our next lowercase letter is O. We start this letter at the plane line, curving around and down to the grass line, looping back up and around to the plane line and connecting at the plane line. O, octopus, A. And our last lowercase letter for today is A. We start the A on the plane line, curving around and down to the grass line, curving back up to the plane line, and straight down to the grass line. A, apple, A. Let's try that A one more time. Starting at the plane line, curving around and down to the grass line, then curving right back up or straight to the plane line, and then straight back down to the grass line. A, apple, A. Good job, friends. That's all I have for today. Until next time, move you back up. That's all I have. Until next time, bye.